This is going to be a stressful time for the neurodivergent people in your lives, and it's important to make sure that you don't add to the issues that they have by inadvertently or intentionally doing things that are harmful to them and their mental well-being. Welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate you interacting with my content. So it is 2 days before Thanksgiving 2023. If you have people who get overwhelmed by holidays, these are some things that you can do to help them not be overwhelmed and not be stressed. Because the neurodivergent people in your life really do need some respect, especially at stressful times of the year. And especially at times of the year when people are involved. So for many neurodivergent people, being around people is stressful. Just the act of being in a room with another person can be very stressful. If that person that they're around is someone that they don't constantly or frequently interact with, then they can feel very unsure of themselves. So the holidays can be very stressful times for people with autism, people with ADHD, people with PTSD, people with any number of neurodivergences. One of the ones that you can do is give them a safe space. Let them know that there is a room that they can go to when they need to decompress, when they've been around people for too long and they just need some decompression time. That can be a world of difference between being able to cope with the holidays and not being able to cope with the holidays. Another thing that you can do is don't say anything if they suddenly get up and walk into another room. Don't follow them. They probably just need some time. And it's really difficult for neurodivergent people to express their needs when they're overwhelmed. And then make sure that the person, the neurodivergent person, if they're standing near you, that they are included in the conversation. Don't talk over them, don't ignore them, don't exclude them. If they say something, put what they've said into the conversation. A lot of times neurodivergent people will speak and then the people that they're talking to will go back to the conversation that they were having because it's possible that the input didn't match. And that will make the neurodivergent person feel even more separated and even more ostracized. So make sure that if the neurodivergent person wants to be included in whatever's going on, that you allow them to be included. Accept them, talk to them, communicate with them. Another thing that you can do is allow them without judgment to wear headphones or earplugs. And there are a lot of really good earplugs on the market now that allow people to have conversations, but they block out a lot of the extra noise. So look into those because I highly recommend them. It's not a sponsored video, but mine are Loop Engage. Do your research on them, pick the one that's best for you and your family, but don't say anything if a neurodivergent person is wearing earplugs or headphones. For children, it seems to be really easy for adults to allow them to do that, but adults aren't nearly as forgiving to other adults, and it's important to be forgiving to other adults as well because other adults have the same issues and the same sensory overload issues. Again, especially if they're surrounded by a lot of people that they don't know or don't know well. Whoops. One thing that I have found very helpful is to allow for a task, something along the lines of, I don't have enough timers to time all of these different things. Would you please let me know when 20 minutes has passed so I can take blank out of the oven, or I can put blank into the oven. That will give the neurodivergent person in your life something to focus on other than the social aspects that are going on around them. And that can be very helpful. Do not do this in a demeaning way. It's really easy to make that a demeaning thing. Just make sure that you're being open and honest, that you see that they're struggling and you want to give them something to do. Those are the items that work for me. If you know of any other things that you can suggest to help the neurodivergent people in the lives of other people be successful and feel accepted and feel welcome, if you would please comment it down below, because all I've given you are the ones that I use and the ones that work for me, or the ones that I request other people to use. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. I do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Please do like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I don't know how long it's going to be before I put on another one because I am in low spoons because of the holidays. So whatever length of time it is until I see you again, I hope you have a wonderful length of time. And if it's not until after the Thanksgiving holiday, I hope your holiday is grand.